All right, round 5. Retopo stream. Don't joke about such things. Retopo is painful. It's a painful thing. Okay, so let's start with this. So this is concept artist Rafael Brum. Is it Brum? Brum? Brazil, dude, so cool. Okay, so first off, there's 3 posts or on this Artstation. So right now the portfolio is pretty small. And then it says concept artist, 3D generalist. So I'm assuming when I read that, like if I was hiring, if I read that, I would assume that they haven't decided where they want to go or what they feel like they fit into, or they're spreading themselves too thin and they're really ambitious and they're trying to do everything, right? Which is where when you see generalists, it kind of, for some it means they're really good at a bunch of multiple like tasks, different tasks and stuff. And then for others, oh man, thank you. Thanks a ton. Like that. So the next thing I would say is, I guess because this is here, the 3D, that's why the 3D title is there. Let's just play this, dude. This is cool though. I hadn't actually played this yet because I wanted to see it as it went. Dude, this is like, I'm getting like the vibe of like if you had a free roaming camera while you're playing a game like StarCraft, and then these guys are just kind of mining your resources. So I participated in a collaboration with some artists to draw or model all the Pokemons from Generation 5. Dude, so those are Pokemon? Dude, that's awesome. So learn particle effects, UE4, yeah. So, dude, it's so crazy. So you see this video, like how cool this asset looks because of that video. New gift's perfect. Perfect GIF. Yeah, so this asset looks awesome. I would say that, so seeing how round this is, I would definitely add more geometry to round that out. And then if this is supposed to be like hard edge like that, maybe it doesn't feel intentional. Like, I think if it was, let me see here. So right now it's doing this. So this side's straight, but then this side's 2 sides, and then this one's 2 sides, and then this one looks like it's straight, maybe. If you want to, I would make a design choice, like maybe the brakes are here, or actually maybe like here, 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 and here. So those are like your bevels, right? So those would be their own edges, and then you would connect these afterwards. That way there's more of a design behind it. Right now it looks like it's low poly, and then the transition between this material and this material, like this edge here is really like, this is a material and this is a material. Like I need like a model to edge, or like an edge to this texture that helps describe like how these are separated, because these are 2 different materials, right? They're not from the same piece of metal or whatever the material is. The dirtiness too in here is very like randomly scattered in like that. Like it needs to be more logical, I guess, in its placement. So probably around these areas, and then maybe like it scatters up into these harder edges a little bit more. I guess a good example of where this edge stuff is working is like you see here, there's like this little edge, and then it actually cuts in. If you add that little edge in here, and then you had it cut inward like 1 unit or whatever, 1 unit, like we know what a unit is. if we had it cut in and then actually bevel itself inward, then you would get a shape difference between the two, helping explain how those two assets or two materials collide with each other. In general, though, this is really solid, and it actually makes me think that your other stuff, like this one's cool, but it just doesn't sell the concept art aspect that you want to go for. Like this stuff, there's a lot of like structural like this compared to your 3D. Your 3D is really freaking good. And then this stuff, that's funny. This stuff feels like you're still learning a lot of the aspects of sketching and perspective and drawing. That said, this is better than what I could do. I'm terrible at 2D. Anyone who says that you need 2D to do 3D is lying, or they haven't seen it yet. It's cool that all this stuff is in here. Inktober. And that's one hell of a challenge, man. That would stress me out. I couldn't do it. Anyways, this asset here is really solid, and the video that you have up top here is awesome. I actually think that you have a knack for some 3D stuff if this is like your first like deep dive into materials and all that. I actually want to see more of this. I'm curious of that, but that's me being a 3D artist, right? If you don't feel that way, if this doesn't excite you, then I wouldn't do this anymore. I would use 3D in your concepting. Like there's totally concept artists are heading that way. They're using more 3D. Abo, what's going on? Abos. Or are you ab boss? Do you have the 6 abs? Do you have the pack? Do you have it? Anyways, so that is that portfolio. It's still very new. There's a lot of stuff to be added in here, and I think polishing up on your 2D skills if you want to go 2D, and or kind of merging, because it looks like you enjoyed yourself with this 3D. Maybe merging your 3D into your abs. Your last name is Abs, dude. Awesome. Awesome. Where is that from? Yeah, merging your 3D into your 2D, that could be pretty cool. And I think maybe it'll speed along your process of working in your concept art and getting better at it. All right, let me switch over to the next one. Be right back, guys. Eyebrows.